advised, Kilo 3-3 and Kilo 3-4, your current LZ is too hot. Roger that. Dot, stand by to receive and respond.
Yes, Commander. Coordinates received. Initiate immediate course correction. The Office of Naval Intelligence Sword Base is presently under siege from a Corvette-class Covenant vessel. Due to the sensitive nature of this facility, use of orbital rounds has been, for the moment, prohibited. Regrettably, my efforts to obtain relevant data on enemy forces have been unsuccessful. However, current defensive forces are insufficient. ONI has requested Team Noble's direct intervention to help secure Sword Base.
Alright, people. We're stuck with that ship for the time being. Let's focus on the hostile infantry. Give those troopers a hand. Cat 6, you're out here. George, Emil, you're next. Get prepped.
Let's move, Lieutenant.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Under that, bring us safety.
Hello and welcome to part 3
Spartans, hostiles north.
of this Halo Reach playthrough. We are on mission 3, the ONI Sword Base, and have started the mission with Cat together. And the nice thing is we start with the DMR, and I immediately change the assault rifle to the plasma pistol. So we see how the Phantom is putting down some troops. The Phantom is a main cannon, that one, and
Spartans.
two cannons on the side that are most of the time manned by grunts. So I think the main goal here is to get rid of all the enemies. And here again the concussion rifle. The soldier there died pretty fast. That's kind of sad to see, yeah, that they are dying so fast. Sometimes I try to give them better weapons and stuff, that the chance is higher that they survive, but yeah, most of the time they die. The fights with stationary positioning, like here for example, occur more and more if we continue the campaign. To play these parts, it's actually really funny, but not funny, but it makes fun. Yeah, that was what I wanted to say. But maybe to watch, yes, maybe not that interesting. But actually, I like to watch my playthroughs, because I see what decisions I made and how I changed some tactics over the playthrough. I haven't played Halo Reach for quite some time. I made a test recording, I would say, before that recording here, because yeah, usually, or not usually, but I wanted to record with remote play, but that didn't work really well. I don't know why, but I had some pretty annoying lags the whole time. So I changed to the internal recording mode, and the quality is really good. much better than the remote play recording. So I played I think 4 missions, this one and the next one I think, but I'm not sure, and the other ones after that I haven't played since maybe more than 10 years I think. So you see I sometimes changed my tactics a little bit. That one with the DMR and the plasma pistol are some standards that I did know from the very beginning on, but I haven't played ever alone on Legendary, so that's actually, yeah, that death was pretty annoying. So I don't know why, but back in the days I felt I couldn't progress. Oh, that skirmisher had a nice flight. I don't know why I couldn't really progress in the story alone. I was always a little bit slower. Yeah, but anyway, that vehicle here, I didn't know until that moment that I actually could drive that one. So I got up here and tried to kill those on here, up here. The enemies actually try always to hit the torso. You saw it just the skirmisher there with the plasma pistol shots. He did not hit me, and they always aim on the torso and not on the head. So you can take advantage of that and just aim or try to aim only a little bit over the edge. If we charge up the plasma pistol, and there are those 3 things, and if we near enough to an enemy and it's red, there are at the end 6 of these symbols or whatever of the aiming thing in the middle. So you can see it. Only if there are 6 of those, yeah, the plasma pistol shot is actually flying to the enemy and not go on the side away or whatever. At the end of this whole playthrough,
Sword control. Courtyard is clear. Over.
Head for the main gate to the east. I'll brief you as you go.
Sword control. I see a target locator. Any artillery support in the area?
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
I realized how powerful the
357 headed back to base. We've got enemy tangos on our 6. How copy?
how powerful the plasma pistol actually is. The warthog that got destroyed there was those explosions. Yeah, that was a transport warthog
Headed back to base. We've got enemy tangos on our 6. How copy?
with a lot of marines in there. And yeah, I'm not sure, but I think we are not able to drive that vehicle in the campaign. And yeah, we have our first encounters with the Wraiths. Some kind of artillery tanks. They are very good at aiming. And with that target locator here, theoretically one-shot them, but that one there yeah, did survive for some reason. And they have two guns, the main gun and the secondary gun, and two crew members are able to to go in there, and the first one is driving and shooting the big gun, and the second one is on the front. You can see, and if you go near the vehicle, the second one is shooting. And most of the time there is a grunt in there, so it's pretty easy to shoot down the secondary gun. But sometimes there is for example, an elite, and then it's not that easy.
Firing on target. Outstanding. Covering. Pelican inbound transport station.
I first thought that that Marine died because of the elite, but yeah, he just screamed out of happiness, or yeah, I was just happy that we killed him. We saw the Pelican. That's the standard transport vehicle of the UNSC, air transport vehicle, and here the Warthog, of course. So the infamous Warthog, I would say. So basically, it's a standard configuration.
The old Farragut station has its own comms array. That should bring us back online with command. Airview Base has an anti-air battery that will help clear the skies.
AA gun is to the west, comms array is to the east. Let's roll. I agree. Go for the gun.
I need to think where should I go first. But decided then that yeah, we go first, because Cat said yeah, we go to the gun or whatever, and so yeah. And the Warthog is good, but I took here the Ghost, because the Ghost is a little bit better because of that boost, and we can drive over the enemies, and they yeah, not like this one, but most of the times it's nice to drive over. Not nice, you know what I mean. It's pretty good. Yeah, you saw it. They have no chance if they don't dodge. And in this case, the Cat did just drive the Warthog, and the other Marine is on the gun in the back. There we could hear from the elite on the roof of this building here the sound of the plasma launcher. If the enemies have this gun, it's okay, but I think it's pretty much useless. Yeah, too bad that box was in the way. Cats did there actually pretty good job with the Warthog. There could you see the enemies have those armor abilities too. Yeah, that one I got. And the energy shield is yeah. If I did hit him with full speed, then I would die. Yeah, like here. We can also use that if we want, but I usually don't use that one. I only use the sprint one. You can see I There's always that dying animation or movement of the camera, and that takes some while. Because of that, actually press pause and restore manually to the last checkpoint. There is, by the way, a skull that if you die, you go to the beginning of the mission. I am not sure if that is possible what I'm trying here, but I do it anyway. The Warthog is on flames. Yeah, the one skull that you can activate, and you I don't know what I did there. Yeah, the one skull you can activate to for whatever reasons, for achievement, or I don't know if you get an achievement. That if you die, you go to the last. No, you restart the whole mission, and you can side pass this if, before the dying animation is over. You can press pause and go to the last checkpoint. Yeah, because of that, I think it's pretty lame. I never tried that, and so because of that, you can just oh, the Warthog died there, exploded there, and Marine died. Yeah, because of that, this it's not a glitch, but you know, it's lame. If there is a possibility to side pass something, I don't even try it because I don't know. That gun is so useless. Cat is actually better in person than with the Warthog. You see, I tried here so many times, but it does not seem that way, but it makes it's pretty funny. I'm a little bit a perfectionist on this stuff. It needs to be feel right for me. Maybe it's not that entertaining to you. That was funny. The elite it want to steal. That is something interesting. If we to hit an enemy with a shield in a vehicle with the plasma pistol blast, they don't lose their shields. Yeah, and because of that I couldn't headshot the elite. By the way, the main goal here is basically to go up to the roof, to that button there, and press it. Theoretically, we could just go up there, press the button, and trying to run away, but yeah, that's I don't know. There are maybe people that play this way, but I like it that that Bungie includes both landing ships, the Phantoms and the Spirits. By the way, I did a recording. I did look up how this ship is called, and on the internet there's a site that you can look up those, and that dropship is called Shadow there. So I called them on the first episode, I think, Shadow, but it's not called Shadow. It's called Spirit. That's so annoying. If something is wrong, if you look something up and it's wrong. So the stuff that I tell you here is is not a precise science, I will say. You know, I try my best to be as correct as possible, but mainly it's just a video game. It's not a exact it's not an exact science in you know what I mean. You can see here it needs 2 punches to kill an elite with if the shields are down. So we can hear the gun that we activate. It's actually a pretty nice idea of Cat to stay here and shoot the gun.